In this Lunchbox Grasshopper tutorial, I want to show you how you can use the diamond panels to produce something like this. So you can see that I can simply change this model and produce different results. And we can also use this technique to produce something like this. And I can also change this model, as you can see here, to change it. It's basically a surface revolved around an axis. So what we are going to do is to explain how we can produce complete diamonds even on the seam, because if you use the launchbox file, which you can see here, the diamond panels, we will have 3 panels because we will have panels here which will not be diamonds, and we have to fix that. So the tutorial will help you to understand how you can fix those and connect them so you can have full diamonds on a surface which is revolved or whatever surface you need. Okay, to start from scratch, you have to first install the Lunchbox plugin, which you can also download from our website. I will also put the link in the description. And what we are going to do is to use this diamond panels in the Lunchbox plugin. So, first of all, if you put that diamond panels here, and let's just put the bifocals plugin so you can just see this name. Okay, diamond panels. We need a surface. So what I'm going to do is to first of all produce a surface revolved an axis. So let's just go here and in the Palms menu use a point and go to the front view, and let's just set multiple points and produce something like this maybe. And these points can be connected to each other by going to the curve and using the interpolate tool. So let's just go to the interpolation, and now we can give this as the profile of the revolution. So this is going to revolve around an axis. So you can just search for revolution. The curve which we want to revolve is this curve. The axis is going to be a line. So we can go to Rhino, type 0 because we want to start from 0, 0, 0, and just use the control key and click and produce that simple line here. Okay, and we can go to the Palms menu, use this curve, set this to the line, and give this to the axis. Okay. And now you can see that I can change the surface by changing these points. So this can help us to produce a revolved surface around an axis easily. Now we can give this surface to the diamond panels, and let's just turn everything off. And here we have the UV divisions. Let's just say maybe 6 to 20. And let's just delete this, so when we connect that, this is going to be U division. The best thing you can do about the divisions is to double click this and use the even numbers, because we have to divide this in even numbers so they don't have problems. So I'm going to make this an even and this also an even, and now we can increase that. Yes, and increase this one. So let's just make this more detailed, and here we go. So remember, you can always preview your points and change them to produce a new surface. The next part is that we have these diamond panels here. Let's just turn this off. And as you can see here, we have some problems here. The first thing is that we don't have the seam of the surface. The seam means that when we just make that profile, the surface is basically a NURBS surface that is like this, and you can see a black line here. That means this is the seam. So the surface is a closed NURBS surface and it has a seam. So the problem is that it can't make diamonds here, and we are going to fix this today. So you can always have diamonds on a closed surface. So the problem is here we have these 3 panels here, and if I bake them, you can see that the top is fine, and we will need those surfaces. But the problem arises around the seam. You can see that it divides the triangle into 2 here, and the diamonds into two parts here, and again at the bottom we have two, and again those don't have a really problem, so we can just keep them. So what we want to do is to do a kind of surgery here and fix those triangles into diamonds, and also this one at the up and this one at the bottom. So let's just do this. The first thing we can do is to uh, want to just pick those on the seam. So I'm going to use an item or a list item to extract that. So let's just do that. We have a list item, and if I pick the 0, you see the index 0 is here. Okay, let's just add this up. 1, you can see this is going to be 1, and it goes up till it just reaches 6, right? So we have this 0, 1, 2, 4, 2, 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I just add this up, you can see that the 7 is going to be here. So we don't need this one. What I'm going to do is simply, let's just delete this and again use that list item. Put this surface here. And we're going to give an index from 0 to 7 up there. So we can give this a series, right? It starts from 0, goes up 1 by 1, and to reach that place, we have to look at this part, okay? If I divide this 12 to 2, you can see that this is going to be 6, and remember that those number was based on this division. How can I just understand this? If I just change this to 8, and count this, this is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, if I divide this to 2, it's going to be 4. Again, let's just check it out. Just increase that to 20, maybe just 12. And if I divide this, this is going to be 6. So this is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's just go to the math and use the division to divide this 12 into 2. And give this to the count. So this is going to be from 0 back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see that this is going to be 6. So we need to add the count, go to expression, and add this x plus 1 here. So remember, you have to just add this because the count is going to be 1 plus the number we divided here. So here we go. You can see that by changing this, we are always covering the first half. And now if I just copy this list item and reverse this, so the data is going to be reversed. Again, this is going to be 0 and back up to the end. So now we have the backbones of this surface, and we have to just divide them. I mean, we have to dispatch them from those triangles that are okay. So we can just use to cull, C-U-L-L, and here we have the cull index here. We can also go to the sets and use this cull index. And now what we want to do is to just delete these sets from all the triangles we had here. So we had this index here. You can see that this is deleted. Again, we use another cull index. Okay, just use the wrong one. And now we can reverse that. And okay, that's the principal thing. Let's just reverse that. And again, use those series. So if I turn this off and if I turn this off, we should have two sets of panels. These are at the seam and these are at the bottom and the top without this one divided by the seam. So, and we also have those panels that are okay. So we have to just fix these things. The fastest way we can do this is to simply, first of all, go here and go to the surface and join them together. So let's just join these two sets, and let's just bake this so you can see that these are being joined. And now what we want to do is to make the diamond or the triangle right up here and down here. So for the triangles, we can just connect these 4 points together to make the full surface. And for the triangle, we can just simply have 3 points. This one, and this one. So you can also download this file if you want to have the finished algorithm so you can understand what happened. So let's just do this. Again, I'm going to use a list item here. The first joined one is going to be the triangle here, okay. And again, reverse that, we'll have the triangle at the top. So these are the two triangles we have to fix. And again, let's just use the call index tool. We give this a 0. We mean that we don't need the triangle here, we need the diamonds. And again, we use the call index. This time we reverse that and go for 0. Just turn this off, and you can see that we have those diamonds on the back. So for the diamonds, we can simply go to the surface and use the deconstruct brep. We have talked that in the course and in many lessons. So we just divide that into vertices right here. And what I want to do is to go to list item, and we have 4 vertices here, right? We can have that 4 vertices and make the surface from the 4 vertices. So 4-point surface, we have a tutorial on that, but let's just connect that and have those surfaces made completely diamonds again. Here we go. So we just fix this. So you can use this method to provide diamond panels on a closed surface. So because if you have an open surface, that's not a problem, but for a closed surface like this, we can simply just use this one. Okay, so now what I want to do is to fix those two triangles down here and up here. Again, what we want to do is to deconstruct them, maybe just use this technique again. But now we don't need 4 of those points, we need 3 points. So it's going to be, let's check this out. If down here it's not correct, I want to show you those points. So let's just use the list item again on the vertices. The first vertex is here, which we don't need this one. The next one is going to be here, okay. The next one is here, and the next one is here. So we don't need this one, and we are fine with these 3 points. So let's just make that. With a 4-point surface, you can just use that 3 points, and if I turn this off and bake this, you can see that we have the correct triangle right here. Okay, so we are good to go, and we can also use this technique for the upper triangle. Turn this off and have the triangle up here. So here we go, and you can see, okay, this one is another number. So did I just copy this? Let's just delete this again. Use a list item to find out the vertices numbers. So the first one is here, that's fine. Second, we don't need this one. The third one is here, and the last one is here. So we can just drop out this one and make the surface. So it's going to take a while, but at the end it's going to help you to produce diamond panels on all the surface. Okay, and now we have these diamonds. We have the upper one, the lower part, and those panels at the bottom. And now we can just combine them together to one surface. So let's just go to the surface section, and here we go. Use the shift key, and I guess that we have to flatten this because we want all of those into one group of surface. You can also watch the flatten graph tutorial. If you don't know what it is, I will put it in the card right here. So now what we have here is a complete surface covered with triangles and diamonds. That's great. So you can see that this is fixed, and now let's just try that by changing the numbers. Okay, now let's just bake this again. That's fine. So you can see how easy it is to produce a surface with complete diamonds by the help of the diamond panels, by just combining those diamond panels into 3 panels. And now at the end I'm going to give you a bonus tip. So for those who have watched this tutorial till the end, let's just change this a little bit. So we can give this something like a waist. You can also change and increase the numbers, so let's just increase that. Okay, here we go. At the end, what we can do is to make this with the thickness. So what you can do is to go to the Lunchbox and use this panel frame here and use a scale factor between 0 and 1. So let's just give this 86%. Turn this off. You can bake those panel frames into layer 1 and bake the panels into layer 2. And here we go. And you can see that this is easy done. You can also join the layer 1. So let's just select those, join, and we're good to go. Yes, that's the joining of those layer 1 panels. And you can have that. You can also use the offset surface. Maybe it will just have correct results on that. So I'm going to use the offset surface with flip that out, maybe a distance of 1. I don't know if it's 1. 1 is okay, but let's just try that. You will have a thickness on that if you want, so you can also use the offset surface on the Lunchbox result. So as it's going to run, and let's just wait and see the results. So after a while, I guess this is the results, but I don't know those circles, where are they from? Maybe it's just using the centers, but here we have that. So let's just go to the rendered section and see that. So here you can just make that. You can also go to the mesh sections and work with Weaverbird plugin if you want. But for now, this is how you can make that. Okay, we just delete that. Remember, you reference that axis here. So always remember to do this. Okay, this is going to be a tip here. So when I just gave this axis right here, because maybe I delete this in my later work, I'm going to right click and just internalize that data. Let's just delete this and we'll have a complete result. So remember, you can always change this, but if you want to have better results for the extrusion, you have to go in Rhino and make that. You can also work with meshes, but you can see that how easy it is. Let's just do another example here. So we can just make a dome here. We just made this, and here we go. We can change the number of this division. That's it for today's tutorial. And you can see how easy it is to produce a diamond panel with exact panels right here. You can also use offset if you want to have exact distance on that. But for now, you can see how easy it is to produce those panel and frames there and have them on a revolved surface. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to our channel. And you can also watch something that is related to this video, that corner, and see you next time.